At the 2026 World Cup, two of the greatest players in the history of football are playing their final chapter. One is 38, the other is 41. Both have slowed down. Neither presses, neither tracks runners, neither does the defensive work that modern football demands from every position on the pitch. And yet, Argentina are progressing. Messi is creating. His team are winning. Portugal drew their opening game against Congo. Ronaldo started. He did not score. His team could not break down a defensive block in open play. Same generation, same physical limitations, completely different outcomes. The question is not which one is better. That debate is older than this tournament. The question is, why is the same problem producing such different results for two different teams? And the answer comes down to one thing: role. Argentina do not ask Messi to be their striker. He does not lead the line. He does not hold up play with his back to goal. They play with a genuine focal point striker, Julian Alvarez, or Lautaro Martinez, someone who presses, who runs in behind, who creates chaos and space for the players around him. And Messi operates behind that striker, in the number 10 space. As a free agent, he drifts. He finds pockets between the lines. He picks up the ball in areas where defenders have already been pulled away by the movement of the striker ahead of him. Now here is the key thing. Getting to those spaces requires intelligence and positioning. It does not require pace. It does not require the explosive acceleration a 38-year-old body no longer has. What age has not taken from Messi is vision, first touch, the ability to read 3 moves ahead and put the ball exactly where it needs to go. Those qualities live in the brain, not the legs, and the brain does not retire. So Argentina built a system around what Messi can still do, not what he used to do, what he can still do. They protected his limitations and they unleashed his strengths. Now look at Portugal. Ronaldo is the striker, the focal point. Everything is organized around finding number 7. That system worked for a long time. Euro 2016 was built around it. The Nations League was built around it. But the modern focal point striker must do more than finish. He must press from the front. He must link play. He must pull defenders out of shape so the runners around him have somewhere to go. Ronaldo does none of that. He never really did. And at 41, there is no chance he starts now. So Portugal have a focal point striker who waits in the box in the exact space every defender is already watching, and the team has to find ways to deliver the ball to him in a space that is permanently crowded. Against Congo, they could not do it. At this point, someone always asks the obvious question: if Messi plays behind the striker and it works for Argentina, why can't Ronaldo do the same for Portugal? Drop into the 10 space, let Ramos lead the line, play the role Messi plays. It sounds simple. On paper it makes sense. But when you actually look at how Ronaldo plays and what the 10 role demands, the answer becomes clear. The first reason is technical. Messi's best qualities, his vision, his dribbling in tight central spaces, his ability to find passes in areas of real congestion, those are built for the 10 role. His game and the position were made for each other. Ronaldo's game was built around something completely different. He is a penalty box striker. His movement is designed to attack crosses, to exploit space in behind, to meet balls arriving from wide areas and finish them. Put him in the 10 space, and you are asking him to do things he has never done. To dribble through congested central areas, to drop into pockets and link play, to create chances for others as his primary function. But Ronaldo does not create for others. He scores. That is his game. That is his identity. And at 41 years old, at his final World Cup, he is not going to reinvent himself. The second reason is positional. Portugal play a 4-2-3-1, and Bruno Fernandes plays as the 10. That is where he is most dangerous, operating between the lines, picking up the ball in half spaces, driving at defenses, creating the moments that unlock games. If Ronaldo drops into the 10 position, what happens to Fernandes? He gets pushed into a deeper midfield role, less creator, more runner, a massive waste. And here is the point that really matters. Messi can play the 10 for Argentina because Messi is Argentina's best creator. There is nobody in that squad who creates at the level Messi creates. So the decision makes complete sense. But in Portugal, the best creator is not Ronaldo. It is Fernandes. If Ronaldo plays the 10, Portugal replace their actual best creator with a player who has never been a creator. They take Fernandes out of his best position to accommodate someone who cannot do what Fernandes does. That is not adapting the Messi model, that is making the team worse. The third reason is psychological. Ronaldo's entire identity, his brand, his legacy, everything he has built over 20 years is built around being the man who scores the goals, asking him to drop deep, to play the assist, to support a younger striker at his final World Cup, not because of ability, because of who he is. So where does that leave Portugal? They have Goncalo Ramos, a striker who presses, who links play, who creates space. They have Bruno Fernandes, whose creativity is at its most dangerous when he has freedom to roam, to find pockets, to be the engine of an attack rather than a delivery system within one. Argentina looked at what Messi could still do at 38 and built around those remaining qualities. They did not ask him to be what he was at 25. Portugal have not yet answered that same question about Ronaldo. Maybe the tournament will force the answer. Maybe Martinez already has it. Maybe the players themselves know something the rest of us do not. But the observation stands. Argentina found a way to protect Messi's limitations and unleash his strengths. Whether Portugal can do the same with the players they have in the time they have left is the most interesting tactical question of their World Cup. Messi and Ronaldo are not having different World Cups because one is better than the other. They are having different World Cups because of the systems around them, the roles they have been given, the questions their coaches chose to ask and chose not to ask. Football at this level is never just about the player. It is about where you put him, what you ask of him, and whether the answer to that question matches what he can still give. Argentina seem to have got that right. Whether Portugal can figure it out before the tournament ends, that is entirely up to them, and perhaps that is the most compelling reason to keep watching. If you made it this far, you love football as much as we do. Hit the like button, subscribe to Football Not Soccer, turn on notifications so you never miss a debate. New video every week. See you there.